to be revealed. Even in the hard times I can't celebrate. There's only one thing in this life that's for sure. Nothing can separate us from your love. Neither death nor life or the fears of this world can steal the joy that comes from your love. We'll be dancing through the fire, dancing through the fire. Oh, your love will take us higher. We'll be dancing through the fire. All that you do is for my good. Even when I can't see it, you're with me through fire and flood. Lord, I believe it. All that you do is for my good. Even when I can't see it, you're with me through fire and flood. Lord, I believe it. All that you do is for my good. Even when I can't see it, you're with me through fire and flood. Lord, I believe it. There's only one thing in this life that's for sure. Nothing can separate us from your love. Neither death nor life or the fears of this world can steal the joy that comes from your love. We'll be dancing through the fire, dancing through the fire now, dancing through the fire. Oh, your love will take us higher, love will take us higher now. We'll be dancing through the fire. All that you do is for my good. Even when I can't see it, you're with me through fire and flood. Lord, I believe it. All that you do is for my good. Even when I can't see it, you're with me through fire and flood. We'll be dancing through the fire. There's no give and take away. There's no game I need to play. There's no waiting for the spring. Your love is evergreen. There's no key I need to turn. There's no trick I need to learn. There's no mark I need to meet. Your love is evergreen. Your love is evergreen. anything not to do what you want me to. I've been on the sidelines, scared to move. Someone else will do what I'm supposed to. Honestly, I think I'm afraid to lose and get a little bruised. But if you're for me, who can be against me? And you're calling me to step into the fight. Hope it's gonna rise. Dust off my banner and hold it up high. No more backing down. You won't feel me now. Strap on my armor, I'm standing my ground. It's time to step into the fight. Step into the fight. Hope it's gonna rise. It gives you fight. Filling it up, filling it up, filling it out. You won't feel me now. It gives you fight. Filling it up, filling it out. Time to fight. Hope it's gonna rise. It gives you fight. Filling it up, filling it out, filling it out. You won't feel me now. Strap on my armor. Filling it up, filling it out, give me that reckless kind of faith. Charging into war, not hesitating. Nothing but your spirit as my weapon. The darkness is trembling, and it scatters when I step into the fight. Hope it's gonna rise. Dust off my banner and hold it up high. No more backing down. You won't feel me now. Strap on my armor, I'm standing my ground. It's time to step into the fight. Step into the fight. Hope it's gonna rise. It gives you fight. Filling it up, filling it up, filling it out. You won't feel me now. Strap on my armor. Filling it up, filling it up. You are with me, fighting for me. What could ever stand against me? If you are with me, fighting for me. You've already claimed the victory. Step into the fight. Step into the fight. Hope is gonna rise. Dust off my banner and hold it up high. No more backing down, 'cause you won't fail me now. Strap on my armor. Step into the fight. Hope is gonna rise. Dust off my banner and hold it up high. No more backing down. You won't feel me now. Strap on my armor. I'm standing my ground. It's time to fight. It's gonna rise. It gives you fight. Filling it up, filling it up, filling it out. You won't feel me now. Strap on my armor. Filling it up, filling it out. Time to
I've never seen a soul set free through an argument. I've never seen a hurt get healed in a protest. But I've seen sinners turn to saints because of grace. It's love, love that lights the way. Love that lights the way. Let it be our arms wide open, bigger than the words we've spoken. Let it be our home for the broken. If we're gonna light the way to you. Let it be love, yeah. Nothing but love, yeah. Let it be love, yeah. It's love that lights the way. It's not about the stand we take, but the grace we give. It's not about the name we make, but the life we live. Heard about a king who stepped down, took my place. True love gave his life away. It's love that lights the way. Let it be our arms wide open, bigger than the words we've spoken. Let it be our home for the broken. If we're gonna light the way to you.
parents. Welcome to the 2024-25 school year parent orientation. My name is Josiah Broussard. I'm the pre-K through 8th grade principal. We're looking forward to a great year this school year. I know a lot of parents, I've spoken to several of you. Y'all are excited that summer is wrapping up. I don't know if your kids are as excited, but we're going to have a great year this year. But at this time, I would like to introduce the president of Lafayette Christian Academy and the pastor of the Family Church, Pastor Jay Miller.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Lafayette Christian Academy. Real quickly, how many are first-time families at Lafayette Christian Academy? How many first time? All right, fantastic. Well, welcome to the family, everybody. And we're so glad that you're here tonight. And by looking around, it's a majority of new families. Here's the deal. You don't have to come next year, it looks like, because everybody else stayed home that's already been through one of these. But we're glad that you're here. And we're super excited about this upcoming school year. We welcomed in some new staff as our school has grown over the summer. And Mr. Launche and Ms. Cook, Mr. Broussard, they've done an excellent job going through all of the applicants and making sure that we have secured some of the top quality teachers for our students, and they've done a great job. I got to meet a lot of their new hires this week, and just really super excited. In fact, the teachers actually reported a little bit last week, and of course they came today, but last week, and I would run into Mr. Broussard and Mr. Launche, and I said, hey, how's it going? He says, something must not be right. I said, what do you mean? He goes, there's no problems anywhere. It's absolutely smooth as butter. I said, all right, well, let's don't change anything. And so we're just excited about all that's going on. We've made some changes on the campus, some that you'll notice, some that the kids will notice, and just a lot of things happening and going on, and we're just so excited. This year also, and I think Mr. Launche may allude to that in just a moment, but it's our 50th graduating class at Lafayette Christian Academy in 2025. 50 years, y'all. It's absolutely amazing. When you think about how we started 50 years ago on 2.5 acres, $60 in a dream, and now today to see the campus grow to over 100 acres and multi-million dollars in facilities, it's just absolutely unbelievable what God has done here at Lafayette Christian Academy. And so throughout the year, you're going to see 50. You'll see it, banners in the parking lot. Your kids are going to love Fridays, let me just tell you. Not just because it's a half a day, because it's $50 Fridays, all right? And so they'll have opportunities throughout the year, all year long, to be a part of the 50th anniversary. And we look forward to that 50th graduating class come May for any of you that may have seniors here at Lafayette Christian Academy. Anyway, we just want to say thank you. And welcome to Lafayette Christian Academy. Welcome to the family. And we look forward to a great year. And if you see me around campus, see me around town, stop me, grab me, shake my hand, introduce yourself to me just so I can put a name with a face. And then when you walk away, I'll forget all of that. But nonetheless, make sure you tell me hello, and love to get to know you and your family. All right. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. And now I think I'm going to turn it over to our superintendent, Mr. Devin Launche.
All right. Thank you, Pastor Jay. Good evening. Like he said, my name's Devin Launche. I'm the superintendent. Tonight's just so you can get introduced to our vision, get some processes and procedures that we do, and get a little bit more acclimated to the first day of school as it comes to near. And we went through this earlier. We ran through it quick. It's like 4 hours, so it's not going to be too bad. That's a joke, guys. You'll be all right. I see some of y'all wanting to walk out already. But no, let me start off with our scripture of the year. Scripture of the year is 1 Corinthians 16, 13 through 16. It says, be on your guard, stand firm in your faith, be courageous, be strong, do everything in love. And that's going to be posted throughout the school. All grades are going to have to learn the scripture of the year, quote the scripture of the year, but most important, live by the scripture of the year and everything in scripture itself. One thing about Lafayette Christian Academy, if I have to say, is the key to our vision is to put God first in what everything we do. Yes, we're going to have strong academics. We're going to have strong athletics and electives and you name it. But the thing that's going to be first in what we do is God. You know, we live in a world where they're trying to take him out of everything, especially schools. And I'll say it every year, and I'm going to continue to say it until I'm not here. We're going to put him first. That's what we are. That's what we're about. Nobody can tell us we can't, and that's the power we have, so we're going to make sure we use it. We're not going to fall to the pressure of the world. And so that's part of the vision. The other part of the vision is, you know, we go through interview processes when it comes to choosing our families that are part of Lafayette Christian Academy. We look at their academics, we look at their discipline, we look at their home life and their godly background. We try to vet through every aspect that we can to make good decisions on who's allowed in Lafayette Christian. And the purpose of that is, you know, people have said, Mr. Lonche, don't you think if we take that kid over there who's troubled, y'all could really help that kid? That is true. We could. There's no doubt we could change that kid. But that's not necessarily the vision of our school. You see, the way I see it, every year we're graduating about 80 students. And if we're taking these 80 kids who come from some type of structure and we're implementing God in them on a daily basis and we're implementing strong academics, what's going to happen is we're going to create a soldier. And then that soldier is going to go into society. And those 80 soldiers every year that we put into society, they're going to reach that one kid that we could have taken. They're going to reach their generation. So that's our goal. That's our vision, okay? Thank you for that light clap right there. This year, what I decided, you know, you have signs around the premises that says private property, or you'll see them on most people's property, private property. This year I've been stressing, or at the end of last year to our staff, that this year is going to be about positivity. So I had some signs made, and they say positive property. And they're going to be at every entrance. You'll see on the first day of school, they'll be at every entrance and exit of the school. And what I want it to be for you guys and for us is a reminder that you're going to enter into a property of positivity. Look, again, we live in a world of negativity. Why don't we change that? So as you cross that threshold of bringing your kid to school and you see that sign, it'll be that reminder. Maybe y'all were having a bad morning. Maybe something was going wrong. It'd be an opportunity for you to switch it. As you cross that threshold, pray together, speak some positivity in your child about having a good day, and then we're going to do the same thing while they're here all day. And when you pick them back up, hopefully they'll be in a frame of mind where y'all can go and have a great evening together. So this year, it's all about being positive. We're not going to, y'all have an issue with whatever it is. You come with a positive attitude, we're going to return it, and we're going to figure out how to solve that issue, okay? How many of you realize the economy has hit us hard? I mean, $8 for a jar of peanut butter, gas, everything. It's hit us hard. And just you guys putting your kids through a private school, it's a struggle. Maybe some of you are more blessed than others, but I know when I was sending my kids here, we had to work hard to make sure we were covering our bills to be here and do what was right for our kid. But when you have an economy in the state it's in now, it makes it even tougher. And we started to feel it at school at the end of last year. We saw it in our lunches. We were basically breaking even on lunches because the cost of goods had gone up so much. And then this year, as we ordered textbooks and we started looking into our costs, I went to sit with Pastor Jay and his son Sterling, who's our CFO, and we were like, hey, what do y'all want to do? And we did go up on tuition a year ago, but we're breaking even. And without hesitation, they agreed, and I agreed with them. Let's just leave it alone. Let's figure it out. Let's not put any more burden on our parents. And so there's not going to be any increases on tuition. There's not going to be any increases on lunches. None on books. Oh, there's a hand clap. And we want to be the hands and feet of Jesus too. Now, can we sustain this forever? No, we can't, but we can do it this year while times are tough. And so we'll figure it out. In that said, We will have fundraisers throughout the year. We always have. It's the way we are able to keep tuition at a lower cost. So get involved in those fundraisers. There's going to be some color runs. We just introduced it last year. It was very successful. The kids loved it. Get involved in them if you can. Buy the cookie dough, do whatever. So that's the request I'm going to have from you. We're going to keep everything where it is, but when it's an opportunity for you to help with a fundraiser blessing, step up to the plate and help us with that. Again, Pastor said the 50-year celebration. I think he covered what I was going to tell you about. We're going to celebrate 50 years. Now, I think they have a QR code. We need volunteers. We've always used our volunteers for many different areas, but this year we want to step it up a little bit. Our younger grade teachers have to stay with their kids all through the lunch period. So the younger grade teachers don't really get much of a break. And back years ago, we used to have volunteers that would come and help as chaperones during the lunchtime, and that would give our teachers a break, even if they could go to a table off to the side for themselves to give them a 30-minute lunch. So what I would hope y'all would do is entertain. If you can help volunteering, just coming, and basically it's just watching kids, helping them with their lunch, and we'll teach you what to do. But there's other areas of volunteering. But if you'd like to volunteer, there's a QR code. I think it could be in the lobby. Is that right, Mr. Jansen? Yep. And he may be getting one up on the screen. And just take a picture of that QR code, and it'll walk you through helping us volunteer. And that would be a huge asset to what we're trying to do. And you can see what we do during the day and spend a little time with your kid. All right, let's go over a couple of things. School times. School is going to be Monday through Thursday, 7:55 to 3:05, and Friday, 7:55 to 12:05. If you didn't know, we do have half-day Fridays. Hopefully you saw that before you enrolled your kid, but we do have half-day Fridays. And then at 3:25 on Monday through Thursday and 12:25 on Friday, your child will be walked to Beyond the Bell if he or she is not picked up. So we do have a Beyond the Bell care program that goes all the way to 5:30. So if they already know they have to go there, they go. But if for some reason you're running late and you can't get here on time, they automatically go to Beyond the Bell. Please do not call the office to tell you your child to go to Beyond the Bell. All students will get walked there at 3:20. Siblings of athletes are to be picked up, and they must report to Beyond the Bell. Students cannot be on campus unattended. We really, really stress if you have athletes and you're running late, they need to go to Beyond the Bell, because what we'll walk the campus and we'll find them, sitting on this side where you got to go to Beyond the Bell, especially the older ones. They feel like they're too old for Beyond the Bell, but we want to make sure that they're secure. So hours are from 7 to 7:20. Let me backtrack. Morning care before the bell. The hours are 7 to 7:20. Students are to report to room 402 in the elementary building near the playgrounds. Parents will be billed $2 for any student arriving on campus during these hours. You'll be billed on your tuition statement. So if you need to get to work early and you want to drop them off, you can come as early as 7 to 7:20. After 7:20, we have our regular stations where we take the kids in with no cost. But 7 to 7:20, it's a $2 charge in the morning. Afternoon care, Beyond the Bell, we were just speaking about. Hours are going to be from 3 to 5:30 on Monday through Thursday, 12 to 5:30 on Friday. It's going to be in the dining hall. Parents will be billed a $15 registration fee per student upon their first time reporting, and then it's going to be $8 a day flat fee from there on out. If your student is picked up before 3:30 on Fridays, the rate will be reduced to $4. So when we went to half-day Fridays and you pick up your child at 3:30, which would be our normal time during the week, it'll be only $4. And then after 3:30, the rate will be that normal $8 rate. That will also be billed on the tuition statement. Students can work on homework, eat snacks, and have free time. You must have a car tag to pick up your student. Also, on that half-day Friday, if they stay at Beyond the Bell, we will feed them lunch. Now, you have to pay for the lunch, just like you do Monday through Thursday, but the dining hall will cook a lunch. So that's just something you need to know. Absentee policies, the maximum number of unexcused absences allowed during a school year is 11. A student with 12 unexcused absences will be retained for the following year. Excused absences slips must be turned in within 5 school days. Signed doctor's excuse, court order, funeral, or an immediate family member, or an LCA function. I want to stress to you, they're allowed 11 excused, 11 unexcused. And like we said, after the 12th unexcused, they're going to fail that grade. They're going to have to be retained. If your student misses 24 days, it's a state law, but you miss 24 total days, even if they're excused, unless we have some real good, like a hearing or something stating why that would happen, 24 days they're going to have to be retained, even though it's excused. So believe it or not, this gets stretched quite often by a few. So tardies, students who are not in the desk by 8 o'clock, the 8 a.m. bell, are to report to the school office to be checked in. Okay, on the tardies, if so many tardies, I think it's 3. Mr. Broussard, help me. 3 tardies, 10 absents. Okay, so if you get 3 tardies, you're declared absent. That's where a lot of people hit those absences piling up because they just 5 minutes late, 5 minutes late, 5 minutes late, 5 minutes late. 7:55 bell, you need to be in your desk with your paper and your pencil ready to go because 8 o'clock the teacher is teaching. 8 o'clock is not when you should be running in and sliding into the desk and trying to get your books out. 7:55, get in that desk, ready to go, and so we can get that curriculum going at 8 o'clock. Pre-K to 4th grade students must be escorted by a parent to sign them in. 5th through 12th grade can sign themselves in. Pre-K to 8th grade students, an absent is marked after 3 tardies. I should have just kept reading now, Mr. Broussard. And then 9th through 12th grade students, a detention is issued on the 3rd tardy. 9th through 12th grade students must check in the high school office. Before I introduce Mr. Jacob Broussard, I just want to tell you I'm excited about this school year. Thank you for choosing Lafayette Christian Academy. And I promise you, we're an open book. We will take any, not requests, but any concerns you have seriously. I'm accessible. Feel free. And at the end of the day, we're going to make sure that we are partnering to make sure the structure that you're giving your child and we're giving your child is something that's going to grow them and turn them into that soldier I was talking about. So at this time, I'm going to introduce Mr. Jacob Broussard. He's our accountant / IT guy, and he's going to go over the portal and the tuition statement procedures. Mr. Jacob Broussard.
Good evening. Well, like Mr. Lanche just said, my name is Jacob Broussard. I help with the financial accounts here at Lafayette Christian Academy. Wanted to go over some tuition statement procedures. We'll talk a little bit about the lunch program and lunch contract for the upcoming year, and then also talk about the parent portal and some things that are accessible to you on there. For tuition, if you do not prepay your tuition back in May, then you have been placed on a monthly tuition program, either a 10-month or a 12-month. All the invoices at Lafayette Christian Academy are due on the 1st of each month, and they're considered late after the 10th. So any accounts with a balance on, let's say, the 11th of the month of August, your account will be charged a $30 late fee. So please get your monthly tuition payments in between the 1st and the 10th of each month. Extremely important to keep the office updated with your email and things like that, because that's how we'll be communicating with you in regards to tuition. Some payment options for you. You can send a check through the mail to our school address, 220 Portland Avenue. You can drop a check or a payment off in the drop box located directly outside the elementary school office, and you can pay online through your parent portal. The portal will give you an option to pay with a credit card and a debit card, and also with a checking account or savings account using your account and routing number. One option not posted on the screen behind me is a feature that we just got access to, and that is the ability to auto draft from a credit card each month. So if you would like to set up an auto draft using your credit card, you can come into the elementary office anytime during business hours and fill out an authorization form. Next off, we'll talk about the lunch program and lunch contract for the upcoming school year. Each day, our cafeteria prepares a hot lunch and a cold lunch option for each student. The lunch contract is changing just a little bit. We have 2 options, so you can prepay for the year. This is a 5-day program, so if you know your student is eating every day, Monday through Friday for the year, you can choose this option. The next option is the Pay Schools app. This app links to your student's ID card, and each time he or she eats in the cafeteria, it'll be swiped and charged for a lunch that day. If you know your kid is not going to eat the lunch every day, he's a picky eater or she's a picky eater, option 2, using the Pay Schools app is the way for you to go. If you are signing up for option 1, the deadline for that is Friday, August 9th at 3:30 p.m. Next, we have the parent portal. You should have all gotten an email to activate your parent portal. It's a great way for you to monitor your students' progress, their grades, their attendance, and their behavior. You can review lesson plans and class schedules, things that the teacher will keep up to date each week. You can also view and pay your tuition there as well. The portal is also a great place to communicate with each of your students' teachers too. So they'll have a directory on there, and you'll be able to contact each of them. Another extremely important resource is our website, LafayetteChristianAcademy.com. There'll be a link to the parent portal there, and then also we'll have the nightly newsletter posted there. I would highly recommend to read the nightly news each week. It has a ton of important information and dates with things coming up at LCA. Our website also has our lunch menus, our school supply list, school uniform guidelines, and different things like that as well. If you have any questions about anything I went over tonight, you can reach me at billing@LafayetteChristianAcademy.com. And I think next up we have Miss Kathy Cook, our high school principal.
All right, thanks everybody for coming tonight. They always leave me to talk about the most popular things: uniforms, IDs, cell phone, hair, and grooming. So as we talk about uniforms, there are 4 places where you can purchase the proper uniform: Young Fashions, School Time, Uniformity, and Fashion World. Those are the only places where you should buy the uniform. There's a certain patch for the shirts and a certain patch for the shorts and the pants. So please, and when it comes to uniforms, the guidelines have to be followed every day, but there are different styles of the shorts, especially for the young ladies. So please check into that. Everybody's shaped differently, built differently. Please buy the ones that are most appropriate for your child. Our outerwear has to be solid black, navy, or gray. It can be a full zip jacket, no hoodies, no pullovers. The only pullovers that are allowed are the ones that are purchased in the Lafayette Christian office. A lot of the girls like to wear those, but that being said, if they wear a pullover purchased at school, they still have to have a uniform shirt on underneath it. The shoes that they wear, all students have to wear fully enclosed shoes. The back, the toes, Crocs, no. Hey Dudes are not allowed this year. They wear them as slippers. They step on the back of them. They're not safe. The shoe that your child wears should be more like an athletic type shoe, please. Hoodies and flannel shirts may not be worn. A lot of the kids would like to wear a flannel shirt as a jacket. That is not allowed. For grooming, for the boys, hair has to be well maintained, out of their eyes, and cannot be longer than the top of their shoulders. And we usually give them a warning. Please get your hair cut. It's getting long, because some of these kids have to schedule the appointment days ahead of time. But please don't let your child's hair go longer than the shoulder if they're a boy. No unnatural colors or highlights. The boys should not be wearing headbands, scarves, bandanas. The height of the hair cannot be taller than 3 inches from the scalp. It becomes a distraction in class if it's taller than that. Their faces must be shaved, and I like to tease the boys. A lot of them try to grow facial hair, and it's just not working. So just shave it off. Just keep your face clean shaven, please. Boys are not allowed to wear earrings, makeup, or nail polish to school or while representing LCA at a sporting event. A lot of them forget that when you have an LCA jersey on, you're still part of the school. Body piercings and visible tattoos are not allowed. If your child is of age and they received a tattoo over the summer, it should be covered at all times. And jewelry should be removed for sporting PE class. Girls, no unnatural colors or highlights. The girl that questioned me last year had dyed her hair bright red. That's not natural. So make sure that they're not doing things purple, blue. We can't accept it. Girls are not to wear excessive jewelry. There's, a certain number of piercings, 2 pierced ears, 3, pierced earrings, 3 rings, and we ask that their jewelry be taken off during PE. Especially, I've had girls lose rings. My grandmother gave it to me. It was very important. Please, if it's something that's a family heirloom type, please just don't wear it to school because those things can go missing. Students in pre-K through 6th grade are not allowed to wear makeup, and 7th through 12th may wear makeup in moderation. Also on the girls, body piercings and visible tattoos are not allowed. And sometimes the teachers may question certain things. As always, interpretation of the grooming guidelines and uniform is at the discretion of the administration. And there are consequences to that. School IDs, everyone that comes to Lafayette Christian, all grades, end up having to wear an ID. It's for safety more than anything. Sometimes these kids are walking from one place on campus to another, and we need to know who they are, where they're headed. We keep track of everyone, but if something would happen where a kid trips, falls, hits their head, we have to know who they are at all times. Please encourage your child to wear their ID every day. Pre-K through 8th grade have clips that they put on their shirts, and I hope you haven't washed those because it probably would tear up the agitator on your machine. High school can wear the clip or a lanyard. School ID pictures, really important, are going to be taken during our orientation for the 6th through 12th grade, which is Friday. So if your child's not going to be here Friday, they'll be behind in having their picture done for their ID. The younger grades are going to be taking it when they have their fall pictures done. Cell phone policy, and I should put cell phone / smartwatches, are not allowed. We discourage them from having them at all on campus. However, we know what today's world is like. A lot of parents want their kid to have the phone for after school. Pre-K through 4th grade should not have a phone at all, okay? 5th grade through 12th grade may have a cell phone if it is in their locker and off. We prefer them not on campus at all. However, we understand. So if it cannot be kept in a backpack or a purse, one of the main reasons is it's on the floor, it's off, it's in the backpack, it gets stepped on by somebody with big feet, the phone breaks, we can't be responsible for that. There's no way to police it. Phones can be turned on after 3:05 when the student departs school. I'm going to refer to, as administration, we were talking about the Lafayette Parish School System cell phone policy. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen it on the news. Their policy is no cell phones, no electronics on campus. From ear pods to iPads, those types of things. And we're not doing that this year. However, if it continues to be an issue, we may have to go to a policy similar to that. And I'm asking you, as the person that's paying the bill, to talk to your child about being responsible for them. If they need to use the phone during the day or you need to contact your child, please call the office. We will never stop a child from calling home if they need to, or you being able to get in touch with your child, leaving a message, okay, during the school day. If it's something crazy, y'all, let's be reasonable. We don't want you to call and say, pick up some bread on the way home, okay? However, if it's something important that they have to change their ride, the message will get to your child. Please trust us on that. PE uniforms, a lot of you bought them tonight, wise choice. They're on sale in the kids' world, and they're going to be sold at orientation also during the week. The PE uniforms are $24, $12 for the top, $12 for the bottom, and the students are encouraged to bring their uniform in a cinch sack of some sort. They have PE lockers. And moms, I'm going to talk to the moms, just make sure your child brings that PE uniform home sometimes, gets that thing clean, okay? It's rough, okay. Next up is Mr. Josiah Broussard, the elementary, middle school principal. And if you have any questions ever about the handbook, he knows it all, front to back, cover to cover.
Thank you, Ms. Cook. If your child, it's their first year here at LCA and they're going to high school, I'm telling you, you are in for a treat. Ms. Cook is without a doubt the best high school principal in the state of Louisiana. I have a freshman going to high school, so I'm really excited. All right, let's talk about some orientations. Pre-K through second grade orientation is this Wednesday. It starts at 10 a.m. here in this building in the Family Church main auditorium for a general assembly, and immediately following the general assembly, parents and students will go with their child's teacher for a brief meeting in the classroom to take care of some business in the classroom. Students are to be in full uniform, bring your school supplies. This is technically considered their first day of school, the way we do orientation, and we need one parent, preferably a parent in attendance. Understand, this is Lafayette Christian Academy. We are a ministry of the Family Church, so we understand that some of y'all may have multiple kids in different grades. So if y'all have to split up or if an aunt or uncle have to come, we need an adult with those kids. And then Thursday, 3rd through 5th grade orientation will take place in here, 10 a.m., here in the Family Church main auditorium for the General Assembly. After the General Assembly, we will dismiss you according to homeroom teacher. Students must be in full uniform, bring your school supplies, and we want one parent to attend that as well. We will also have lunch contracts on Wednesday and Thursday that you can sign and take care of if you want to take care of that. Spirit gear will be available to purchase both days before the orientations. And for the 5th graders who dress out for PE, you can purchase PE uniforms at the end of the orientation. It'll be over in the elementary gym. Friday is 6th through 12th grade orientation, but we break it up. In the morning from 8 till approximately 12, hopefully a little bit earlier, will be 6th through 8th grade. The students will report to the dining hall. 6th through 8th grade students report to the dining hall. Parents are welcome to attend that orientation. You will cringe your child out if you do, but you are more than welcome to attend. Parents, you won't be allowed to go into the classroom just for space reasons, but you will have a assembly with me once we dismiss the students. We typically have a real good time in that assembly. And then if you want to hang out and kind of help, especially if you have a 6th grader, you want to help your child with their locker and kind of help them go from class to class, even though you can't necessarily go in the class that day, you can kind of help them go from class to class. You'll have time to do that as well. Students need to be in full uniform, properly groomed, and bring their school supplies. Students will take their ID picture, the 6th through 8th graders, actually 6th through 12th graders will take their ID pictures that day. This will also be their yearbook picture. So we want to make sure that they're in proper uniform and groomed properly. Again, counts as the first day of school. Now for Wednesday and Thursday, we're meeting over here in this building, and so drop off, y'all probably aren't going to be too familiar with that. But by Friday, we're going to follow the normal drop-off procedures to kind of get those junior high kids used to where they need to go. So please follow the normal drop-off procedures for Friday. And 9th through 12th grade orientation begins at noon and goes from noon till 3 p.m. We ask that students do not arrive prior to 11:40 a.m. When students do arrive, if they arrive at 11:40 a.m., they will go to the sportsplex. Again, 9th through 12th grade students, orientation. They will take their ID pictures. This will be their yearbook/fall pictures. Uniform and grooming guidelines must be followed. Parents do not attend. Don't come. And this counts as their first day of school. Follow normal drop-off and pickup procedures. Okay, we talked about a lot of stuff, and I have like 17 pages left to get through. I was voluntold, or I'm the victim of doing this next part. You heard a lot of stuff tonight, all great things. Everything I just said, great, good information. But if there's one thing you're going to leave tonight remembering, please let it be this next section. This is general driving and traffic drop-off and pickup procedures, all right? Over 1,000 kids on this campus, several families. We don't have a bus. How do we get it going and running smoothly? Follow these procedures. If you're new, all of the veterans will know that you're new because they're just going to know. And our veterans, please give the new folks grace, okay? First thing, arrive early. Arrive early. You know, we have people come from Maurice, Youngsville. We have a family come from Mermentau, all right? They take the pontoon bridge to get here, but they get here, and they get here early. So arrive early, especially that first day of school. You want to arrive early. If you're a new parent, you want to come to school early the first day. Our veterans know we do not have a first day of school like other schools. That first drop-off, it's a pep rally. It's a party. We have music blaring. It's a wake-up call for the neighbors. We have the big blow-up blow-up run-through out, cheerleaders, football players. We're going to welcome them to a great school year. So come early. We know pre-K parents, kindergarten parents, even elementary parents, y'all going to cry. It's the first day. Yeah, this, that. You want to take your pictures. So just bear with us. That first day might be a little rough with the traffic. But, once you get in the groove the first couple of weeks, you'll know exactly what time you need to leave home, especially new folks. Students need to gather all of their belongings quickly and efficiently for a quick drop-off, especially if they are getting dropped off in Lot A. I'll go over that in a minute if you have a yellow car tag. Drop-off only takes place on the passenger side. We won't go around the vehicle and drop somebody off or have kids going around the vehicle to be dropped off by crossing in front of vehicles. All students are dropped off on the passenger side. Don't put things in your back hatch or in the trunk. Have everything, backpack, whatever you're dropping off for Monday with your student, have them have it ready, okay? I like to tell parents, when you're turning onto the property, let your kids know, hey, have a blessed day, have a great day, and have them unbuckle and get ready when you're turning onto the property, not when you're still on, public roads, okay? Avoid using your cell phone during drop-off and pickup. Parents, keep an umbrella, especially 4th, 5th grade on up. 4th grade on up, students should have an umbrella in their backpack, a little something small, and we do drop-off procedures according to the youngest student in the family. So if you have a 12th grader and a 2nd grader, you're going to have a yellow car tag because your youngest student is in 2nd grade. Or maybe not necessarily the family. Maybe you need to create a carpool. If a couple of families are carpooling, we're going to do it according to the youngest family in the carpool. Speaking of carpool, you need to contact the office if you need a carpool tag, okay? So let's talk about these car tags. The yellow car tag drop-off and pickup procedures, pre-K through 3rd grade students, and then anybody else who's older will all, if the youngest student is in pre-K through 3rd grade, you will have a yellow car tag. Drop-off and pickup will be under the Lot A pavilion. Some of you veterans, you may recognize that the Lot A pavilion is closed. Got air conditioning going on in there, and we are just about finished wrapping up putting bathrooms in there. So the kids are excited. I know the teachers are excited. The kids will be excited about that too. They'll be in a climate-controlled area during drop-off and pickup. Parents, you are not allowed in that building during drop-off and pickup, all right? Just trust us. Even if you choose to walk your child to the door or walk to the door to pick up your child at the end of the day, parents are still not allowed in the pavilion. So make sure that you understand that. Yellow car tags, if you arrive early for either drop-off or pickup, if you arrive early, please park in Lot A. Lot A is the cement parking lot in front of the elementary office, or the Lot A gravel, which the gravel lot next to the elementary office. Parents, you can walk the yellow car tag to the corner of Lot A to pick up your child or drop your child off. All right? I'll go over this in detail Wednesday for all of my Lot A people. The blue car tag are for students when the youngest child is in 4th grade and higher. The youngest child in the carpool is in 4th grade or higher, they will have a blue car tag. Again, 4th grade and higher students should have an umbrella. Drop off and pick up will take place in Lot B. When you pick your child up, blue tags will park, and then you will bring the blue tag to the pavilion. This year, we're going to try to go back to what we used to do back in the day and have all those students, before we had that pavilion, have all the students under the big pavilion. And the parents, y'all can just hang out under the smaller pavilion. We'll have a teacher who will call your child from the big pavilion and to come meet you at the smaller Lot B pavilion. And let's see. Red car tags, that's 6th grade through 12th grade with no younger siblings. So the youngest child is in 6th grade or up. They will have a red car tag. Again, those students need to be in the, need to be picked up in the front of the family church and dropped off in the front of the family church. You must park, and then you will walk, your child will walk to you. And the same thing, don't just stay in a driveway when you're dropping your child off or picking your child up. You must be in a parking spot. When you exit Lot C, the church parking lot, you have the option of turning left or right on Stone Avenue, or, to get to University, or to take the back exit towards the frontage road. Okay. I want to go over some of these procedures. Are y'all ready? All right, here we go. This is the yellow car tag, Lot A. So Stone Avenue is to your right. You will come down Stone Avenue. You will make a left into Lot B. All right, that's the first left onto the school and church's property. Make that first left in the Lot B. You'll see the smaller Lot B pavilion. And then right next to the elementary office is the larger Lot A pavilion. Lot A, elementary building, Lot A here. This is Lot A gravel lot. Portland Avenue for drop-off and pickup is a one-way exit only for the campus, okay? So do not try to drive down Portland Avenue to get on campus. The furthest you'll be able to get is the Lot A pavilion. There will be a barricade and a sign and sometimes cones that some people have ran over, gone around. Please do not do that, please. When drop-off and pickup is happening, again, Portland Avenue is one-way exit only on campus, okay? So that's very important. You can just get to Stone Avenue, make a left onto the first parking lot, Lot B, continue, follow the traffic flow. If you get here before your child is ready to be picked up in the afternoon, or if you get here early before drop-off starts, you can park in Lot A and walk your child to the pavilion, or you can park in Lot A in the afternoon and bring the pickup tag and walk to get your child from the pavilion. Let's check out the blue pickup tags, Lot B. Lot B, you'll come down Stone Avenue, make that first left similar to Lot A, and then you will find the first parking spot you can see in Lot B. So this building is the fourth grade building, and then the PAC, the Performing Arts Center. You will face those buildings and drop your child off in the morning, and then pick them up in the afternoon. When you're picking up in the afternoon, though, you need to walk to the small pavilion when picking your child up in the afternoon. And then you can exit, you can make a left onto Stone to head back towards University. I recommend if you do that, make a left onto Stone to head towards University, and then make a right onto Armour, and then get on Portland by Armour if you want to head to University, because we'll have our traffic officer will only be on Portland Avenue to allow people to exit the campus and exit the neighborhood, okay? Or if you choose to make the left onto Stone to go the back way towards the frontage road, Acadian Hills Lane, over by Crossroads or under I-10 right there, okay? And then the red parking lot, here we go. Anybody you can go back there. All right. So the red parking lot, if you're coming from, anybody actually can do this, coming from Karen Crow, any color lot on University. If you're coming from the north, you can turn onto Portland where the traffic officer is. This is Armour Avenue here, this road here, and then you get down Stone right here. But for the purposes of the red tags, you're going to come all the way across Armour, whether you're coming from the south or the north, you're going to come on Armour, and then take Haydite, this back road here. You'll come around the back of the church. Haydite, this is the back of the church here. And let's go to the next tag, the next deal. Here we go. We're down Haydite. We'll come around. Do not take a left on the first entrance. Once you pass Kids World, you'll go to the next entrance, find a parking spot. You can park, drop your child off, or in the afternoon, park and wait for your child to come and meet you. And then you will turn left to go down Stone to get towards University, or right to take the frontage road to take the back exit. Let's see what else we have. I'll talk about student drivers in a minute. Pickup times. If you only have a student, if your oldest child is in pre-K or kindergarten, then you have the option of a 2 p.m. pickup time. If the oldest child in your carpool is in pre-K or kindergarten, at 2 p.m. pickup time, Monday through Thursdays. We started this a few years ago. The parents loved it. Some of y'all are in here talked about how much y'all loved it, and y'all wanted it to continue in first and second grade. We can't do that. They have a lot of learning to do in first and second grade. But you will contact your teacher. The teachers will send you a form or something each week so that you can let them know your intentions for that early pickup time or not. All right. Otherwise, pre-K and kindergarten classes typically dismiss at 2:45 Monday through Thursday and 11:45 on Fridays. First and second graders dismiss at 2:50 Monday through Thursday and 11:50 on Fridays. Third and fourth graders dismiss at 2:55 Monday through Thursday and 11:55 on Fridays. Fifth graders dismiss at 3 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 12 p.m. on Fridays. And 6th through 12th grade dismisses at 3:05 Monday through Thursday and 12:05 on Fridays. All students not picked up prior to 3:25 Monday through Thursday and 12:25 on Fridays will be brought to Beyond the Bell, and a $8 fee will be charged on your tuition account. Student drivers who park on campus must have a parking permit. They can pick that up during orientation or throughout the year. If they start getting licenses, they'll get with Ms. Evans in the office to get their parking permit. Parking permits are $20 to park on campus. This fee will be added to your tuition account. Students must register their vehicle, again, in the high school office. And I already said it could be done at orientation. Student drivers with a red parking permit must park along the perimeter of the family church closest to the Plex or the interstate. Student drivers with a black parking permit will park in the middle section of Lot F. They may not park along the perimeter of this lot. They cannot park along a building or park along the interstate if they have a black parking permit. And then student drivers with a green parking permit must park in Lot G, which is the gravel lot next to the east side of the Sportsplex. Student drivers with younger siblings, 5th grade and under, student drivers must come to get their siblings in 5th grade and under. We don't allow pre-K students to walk into parking lots on their own. So some of y'all are laughing. I'm serious about this. We've had students, they're too cool for their younger siblings. And so they're like, why can't they just come meet me? Because they're 6 years old. That's why. So please, parents, stress that to your students. Did I miss anything? We're ready? All right. Well, we are looking forward to a great school year. 2024 is going to be a great year, the 50th anniversary of Lafayette Christian Academy. Before you leave, I want to bless you. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance, his favor upon you, and give you peace. In Jesus' name, amen. Y'all be blessed. Check 1, 2. If y'all have any questions for any of the administrators, we will be here. Ms. Cook will be up here. High school, new parents in high school, Ms. Cook, best high school principal in the state, in the nation. I can say that. I got a high school kid.